guess that's what I'm gonna do now. This is a story time video, so I'm gonna sit down, grab some popcorn. Yeah, hi guys. So this is gonna be I wanted to bring light to this because no one really talks about it, and I don't know. I'm the only one of my friends that I know of that has it. So sorry, this is her tea. I'm happy about it, but I wanted to bring light to it. So I know it's still Anosmia Story this week. I mean, damn, we don't have that anymore, but some people still celebrate it. And yeah, so this is a hard topic. This is a hard topic. You're gonna see what I'm having a lot. So I get embarrassed in this situation, but I have something called anosmia, which is I don't know what textbook definition I'm saying this, but it's the loss of smell, or congenital anosmia, which means you can't smell. And we're trying, since birth, we're trying to figure out if I have congenital or anosmia, which means I lost it when I was like a little kid. My mom still thinks I lost it when I was a little kid, because I was like, I got COVID, but I never remember having COVID. Yeah. Anosmia. It's spelled Anosmia. Anosmia. And direct AI overview says the partial or total loss of sense of smell, often causing reduced taste, depression. I've never heard that. And safety risks. So some people got it because of COVID, some people are born with it, and some people got it because of really bad car accidents, or they'll ask you if your mom was in a car accident when she had you as a kid. It can be your olfactory things. You lost one of those. And I'm gonna tell you guys my story and how I found out. So, I never remember having the sense of smell. I always remember being confused when people were like, "Oh, that smells good." And I was like, "What smell?" Because I never really knew. I never was in a world where I remember knowing, and I was always confused. I felt left out a lot, but yeah. And I found out in 6th grade, and I was like, let me just Google it. Let me just Google if not having the sense of smell is normal, because my friend was like, you can't smell, that's weird. And she actually helped me figure that out. So shout out to her. She knows. I'm not going to tell her the name because she probably won't like that. Sorry, I had to lock in. But no, so I figured that out. I Googled it and they said anosmia. And I was like, oh. And I started researching, reading. I was like, this sounds like me. And then in 7th grade, I got more in depth. My dad helped. My dad still didn't really believe me. My mom believed me. We started doing smell tests. Couldn't smell any of it, obviously. And yeah. And then last summer, last year, we went to a smell doctor, which would be nose doctor. Ear, nose, and throat doctor. And we ran a lot of tests. It was really weird. I hated it. And I got out of camp. I remember driving there and I was so scared. I was like, I'm scared. What did they tell me? They can't do anything. And then they, this is PS, this is gonna get kind of gross, but I waited, and then I went in, and then the nurse person, I'm bad at describing things. The nurse person, she told me, and I talked with the doctor, and he asked me, he was like, have you ever been able to smell? I said, no, not that I remember. And he said, have you smelled cinnamon? No, I haven't. Checked all this stuff down. Do you have COVID? No, I haven't. Checked all this stuff down. And then I'm sitting in the chair, and they got like this, because they have like nose cameras. I'm gonna try to find it. But they put jelly in your like nose so they can, and then you have to wait for it, and it feels so weird. And then they stick a camera, and it goes like, it feels like it's going down your throat. It hurts so bad. My eyes, I don't have a picture of it, but my eyes were watering because it hurts so badly. And apparently the doctor said I have, hold on, nose camera. The doctor said, nose camera scope. It's called a scope. Look, I'm not showing you a picture of what it looks like in people's noses. Why is that a thing? It's this thing. No, I want to stay in browser, bro. Dang, that is expensive. This thing. And they go up your nose. Here's a good description. Here it is. So it goes through there, and it hurts really, really bad. So they shove it down your esophagus, and it hurts so bad. I was crying. My throat and my nose were sore, and I had to go right back to camp. and it was really hard, and I was in theater camp, so I had to sing and stuff, and it hurt. And I had to, and then he said, your nose is really narrow, and then he said, Dad, come over here, and they were all just licking up my nose, and I was like, what the flip? Why are we all doing that? And he said that I definitely have anosmia, so I got diagnosed, and he said, let's do smell testing. I haven't really done my smell testing, but it's just annoying. Smell testing annoys me so much because you just gotta sit there, smell it, write down if you, I was writing it down, write down if you can smell it or not, and each time you can't smell it, so it's just like you're giving up hope, you're losing hope, you need hope and confidence, and I just didn't have that, and it was annoying because I would smell it, and my dad would be like, smell it harder, try to really think about it, and I can't smell it, and it's just reminding me like every day I can't smell it, and yeah, that really helped bring me down. Now, it's still kind of hard for me, and I never really did it. And he said, I don't think I'm gonna go back there because I'm not going to my dad's this one. But he was like, if you still can't smell it, or even it's serious, bro. You still can't smell it. You're probably gonna need an MRI. And I was like, I'm scared because in MRI they have to see if I have congenital or not, and I was scared about that. And yeah, I have the hat in 8th grade where I crossed out the brain hat. I crossed out smell. I said anosmia. I said I can't smell. But honestly, I just really want anosmia awareness to become more in depth because it's hard. Like whenever I tell people about it, they look at me like I'm an alien. It doesn't help that I'm wearing green right now, but they look at me like I'm an alien. I've been called an alien. I've been asked if I was an alien, but the same person. He was like, are you an alien? And I said, no, not that I know of. I was trying to make light of it. I think this was in like 7th grade when I was like telling my friend about it. And we were talking about it, and then he was like, how are you sure you're not an alien? Like, it's weird that you can't smell. I think you're an alien because you can't smell. And then I kind of get made fun of, and they would say, who has a nose can't smell, and they made fun of me a lot, and it was really hard. And it's hard because people will like be talking about smell, and you just, I don't know if anyone else having anosmia watches this and they can relate, but you just feel like this sense of like abundance or like abandonment, and like you just like laughing at it and just can't relate. Like they're like, oh yeah, pastry smells so good, and I'm like, yeah, they smell so good, and I don't understand it. And then I always have that teachers asking me if I'm lying because I can't write about it. Teachers asking me if I'm just doing it so I don't have to write, and I have to write more most of the time to just go in depth and more describing other senses, and that's hard for me. And everyone always asks me if I can still taste, and I can taste. I have my sense of taste. It might be reduced by a little bit, we don't really know, but I can still taste fine. I can still hear fine, I can see. I mean, I need glasses because my vision's not that good, but I can still see just fine. I just can't smell. And my best way to describe it whenever someone asks me what it's like, I breathe through my nose. You can kind of hear it because it's stuffed up because of the pollen, but I breathe through my nose, nothing goes in. It just feels like what it's like breathing through your mouth, just like a little bit like, no, it's still a lot of air. I'm trying to help you guys visualize. No, it's like I'm still getting a lot of air. My nose is clogged up right now, but usually it's like when you breathe through like this much of your mouth, so you're like a little bit. It's like a little bit of air through each nostril. You can just feel the air. Make it no sense, but sometimes I've been able to smell like very, very little things, and I get like so excited, and then it just goes away, and that makes me sad. So I still can't smell anything. Still, but sometimes I get like a very hint, and I get excited, and then it goes away, and then it makes me sad. So I've kind of lost hope in that, and it's kind of hard to get back hope because it's my life, and there's nothing I can really do about it. There's not a lot of research into anosmia, so you're kind of just stuck with it, and you have to live with it. And there are some dangerousness factors, like if there's smoke, I can't smell it. It has to reach my room, I have to reach vision point, and I don't have the alertness, as much alertness. I don't get my brain alertness, so it takes a long while because then your nose will go and then it will tell your brain, oh, there's a fire, get out. And I'll be like, oh, there's smoke. That could be someone burnt something, I'm good. And then I just like see the fire, and I'm like, okay, get out, get out. Oh, there's a gas leak, I can't smell the gas leak, I have to see the gas leak. Oh, I burned something, I have to see the smoke, the burnt thing. And can't smell when things burn, so I like get a surprise, and I'm like, that's not a good surprise. I don't want to see that surprise. And I never had that sense, like when you smell dinner, or you smell pancakes, and you run down the stairs. I just heard, oh, there's pancakes, and I run down the stairs. Or I go down the stairs, and I'm like, oh, there's pancakes. I lose that sense of like childness, I feel like. And yeah, it's kind of sad. I really wish we still had an Anosmia Day, and I really wish they talked about it in schools and people didn't see me as like a different individual, because I'm human, like I'm same as you guys, I just don't have a sense. And yeah, some people call it, a lot of people have been calling it like an invisible disability, because your sense of smell is just so valuable, and some people take it for granted, and it really makes me sad, because I'm like, I just wish I could smell for one day. This is sad, I'm not trying to cry, but I really wish I could smell for like just one day. And people are like, ew, I would, even if I could just smell the bad smells, I would still be okay with it, because I would have something in common with people. And I lie a lot in it, so I feel like a part of the conversation. I'll be like, oh yeah, and then I get so excited when they bring up like oceans or something. I'll be like, the ocean smells salty, because my friend told me that. Oh, candy smells sweet. I'll be so excited when they bring up something I know that I heard from someone else. So if you're talking about smell, just know I will probably put that in my brain and use it for later. So if you hear me describe smell the same as you, just don't say anything. I did take it from you. I just want to feel included for once in some conversation. And yeah. And I really wish people didn't treat me as an equal. Even when people get really excited and want to know a lot, I still feel like left out and like an alien, like some person from like a different planet. But yeah, I wish I could meet someone with anosmia. Then we would have something in common. But yeah. Bye guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And sorry, I have really bad allergies right now. And you guys liked it, and maybe some of people got in the comments and they knew what I was talking about. And if you did, please comment. If you know someone that knows me, comment. If you knew about Anosmia Day and you're mad that they got rid of it, comment. Or if you know when they got rid of it, because I want to figure that out. Sorry. Yeah. And yeah, please let me know that. And yeah, I'm curious. And yeah, please do not make fun of me in the comments. It's gonna make me sad. But yeah. Bye guys. I really hope that you enjoyed listening to my story. And yeah. And now that you know more about anosmia, and the thing I want you guys to take from this video is spread awareness. Tell people about anosmia. Tell people like they're not alone. There's people out there. I have watched videos about it, but a lot of the people have it from COVID, and it makes you feel left out. And they're like, oh, I miss when I could smell, and I don't have those memories. So yeah, it's kind of harder for me. Yeah, they think I have congenital, so that's great. There's no cure. Okay, bye guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and bye.